Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hello, welcome. I hope you enjoy the video to stay to the end and maybe subscribe. Yes, I hope everyone is doing very well. So today I'm going to be doing essentially a full face of first impressions. There's probably just two things, which are the first two products that I don't have new products of and that I thought I would just kind of like just use them to fill in the gaps. So yeah, I have so many affordable things today. I have things from Poundland, so like Makeup Gallery. I have stuff from W7, from Sheglam, and Maybelline, and one other exciting brand as well. So let's just kind of get into it, and I'm just going to talk about random things as we go along. So yeah, first we're going to go in with primer. So this is an oldie, but I still really enjoy this product. It is the Beauty Crop Pore Filler. So this is the Pore Blurring Primer. So it has been a hot minute since I've tried a new primer, and like I said, this is not new by any means, and I completely forgot that the lid is like, it just doesn't work. So like the actual dispenser is pants. I mean, I've used so much Beauty Crop over the years, but the problem is this product is really nice. I really like this primer. It's just unfortunate that I have to like take it apart to actually put the product on. So I'm just going to take like a small amount, and again, this is not a first impressions. I have used this many times. I just haven't really seen a primer that kind of takes my fancy. I do really want to try like the Huda, was it Easy Blur, but I'd rather use it with like the foundation as well. So maybe one day, if I kind of can be bothered to get both, I will. Let me know if you guys like that primer or anything, just because I really like Huda's products a lot. But they've always just been like a bit more expensive than what I'm kind of like can afford. And I did recently pick up her like lip blur, her like mattifying like liquid lipstick kind of thing, mousse, that's more what it is. It's a really nice product. It is really emphasizing on the lines in my lips, which is not really my favorite thing, but I do need to kind of like give it another go, maybe with like a different lip pencil or something. But yeah, this primer is really nice. I think you can still get this on the Beauty Crop site, and they've always got like a discount on. So let's go into like a skin tint foundation type thing. So this is by Revolution. This is their super dewy skin tint. So this has got like an SPF of 30, which is brilliant because I've been using this a little bit recently for when I'm going out, from like if I'm going to work or something, just because it's been a while since I've used it. And I have been trying the other new, I think it's like Super Blur or something like that, super blurry, the one that has kind of like the doe inside and then the pump version as well. I wouldn't say that is like probably one of my favorite foundations, and this is probably not like my favorite skin tint. There's so many other products that I've been loving, and I just haven't really used this in a while. And I feel like I should probably use it, especially as it's got a bit of SPF in there, because not many foundations would have like a lot of SPF, if that makes sense. Like I think some brands are kind of jumping into the hype of it, of using like SPF in a foundation, but there's nothing wrong with just like taking that one extra step to do like an SPF like by itself, because I guess sometimes it's nice to have that extra layer. But the coverage on this is kind of soft. It's not like a high coverage tint, or it's not like a kind of invisible tint, if that makes any sense. It's got a bit of coverage to it. This is in the shade Fair Neutral, so it looks like it's a little bit orange, but when you kind of blend it out, it's not really orange at all. It's done a small amount of coverage, so beware if you do pick this up, it's not going to give you like crazy amount of coverage, but if you just want something that's a bit light on the skin, then this is perfect for that. So let's go on to concealer. So this is by the Makeup Gallery, which in the UK is a makeup brand that is part of a store. So the store is Poundland, and I really like Makeup Gallery. Like I've tried so many products of theirs before. Like their foundations are really good, and considering that their foundations are like £2.50, sometimes like £3-4, that at a push. I saw this is like brand new. This is their conceal and cover. I think this was like £2. and I'm super excited to try it because it looks like the NARS concealer. Like the packaging obviously is very similar. I haven't looked at the doe foot yet, and yet it's pretty much the same like doe foot. This might be a bit orange for me, so this is in the shade Vanilla 2. They didn't have number 1. They were very like scarce on some of their shades, so I'm going to take like a really small amount. I do have another type. Whoa, yeah, that is like, wow, that is orange. I'm going to take a tiny amount. I do have like a spot concealer that I want to try um, in a moment. So I'm just going to blend this in and see what happens. Oh my lord. Okay. This looks like it might even be like a color corrector as well. Like if you need an orange type color corrector, this might be perfect for that. And again, I'm not going to be too harsh on this because it is £2, but I've always said, even though it is very, very affordable, but it's something super, super affordable. So I'm not going to say, oh, because it's cheap it should be crap. It should be good if it is like, you know, makeup that's being released to be sold to use. This is all right. Again, the shade is completely just not right for me. Has it covered up much? Not really. I mean, it's kind of just settled there and not moved much. I don't think I'm going to add any more just because I feel like it probably won't benefit me in any other way. So let's just kind of put this down and carry on and see if the kind of spot concealer thing can do anything. So or like a precise micro kind of concealer. So this is by Maybelline. So this is their microscopic. It's so tiny that I have to like squint. So it's the 3mm pencil concealer. So yeah, this is like, I know Lisa Eldridge came out with something like this a couple of months ago or like last year, and now Maybelline have their own version. So this is part of their Fit Me range, and I believe this is in shade number 10. Why have I chosen all orange shades? I don't know what's going on. But yeah, this was kind of gifted to me by Maybelline because I'm part of one of their, I don't even know what it is. It's like a testing panel type thing. So every so often they'll send me an email saying, oh, do you want to try this product? And you have to be like super quick on it because I guess there's quite a lot of people who do this as well. And if you like hesitate 5 minutes, it will be gone. So yeah, they kindly sent this to me and I'm super intrigued because I've never used a concealer that is like this small. Let's give it a swatch. And just here. So, I mean, yeah, it looks quite similar to my actual skin tone. I want to see if I can cover this spot and maybe one or two other things as well. I do have a small brush if I do need to blend it out, but I know sometimes you can blend it with your finger just to warm things up. So let's kind of not get in the way and see if this will do anything. Right, this spot has been here for a good couple of days because it is me with my bad skin picking habit, so it's going to take a while to go away. Right, I'm just going to tap. I did get a brush, but I don't think it's probably going to do much, so I feel like maybe with my finger, like I mentioned, like the heat from your finger will always help blend something out. That's not really covered anything. I'm trying to see what else I can see if I can cover because the concealer has done some things. Okay, there's like this red dot that I have here. I want to see if I can get rid of it. So I'm going to keep it this way on you guys and hope that this will blend out. Let's tap it in slowly. Okay, that's kind of helped neutralize it slightly. So let's just, yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's not red, so that's fine. Okay. Hope that's looked okay on camera. But yeah, everything else, I mean, is okay. This is kind of like, you can see that the kind of darkness of like my spot has disappeared. So I think this is definitely going to be worth more for people who have a couple of different like minor issues and just want to touch things up. I have been very intrigued about the Lisa Eldridge one, but it's like £25 or something, and as much as I love her products, it's definitely not something that I really need. That's why I would prefer to buy like an actual concealer, because then I can actually use it till its full effect, because I feel like a spot concealer or like a precision concealer would be slightly more beneficial to me, especially with certain spots, but I feel like it's not up my street. But this is nice. I mean, I'm pretty sure this by itself would be like £10, especially when it comes to Maybelline. They're you know, drugstore prices, so it is going to be around like, I don't know, maybe the 7 to 12, £13 mark, but I'm pretty sure something like this is just £10. Okay, so let's go into blush. So today we have a bit of a dupe. So we have a packaging dupe, and I don't know what else if it's compared to the same product. So W7 have just come out with a blush palette. So this is their Blur It palette, and these are our powder blushes. So as you could probably tell by the packaging, the way it's laid out is exactly the same as Huda Beauty. And I've been saying for many, many years, and I probably will still say it until maybe the brand is maybe not around anymore. Maybe I hope they're still around because they're a great brand. But W7 are like the king slash queen of dupes when it comes to like makeup dupes. And I mentioned this in one of my previous videos where Charlotte Tilbury did talk about how dupes are obviously like not great, and like, you know, you're paying for like a cheaper price, you're getting cheaper products and all that blah blah blah. But again, I've always just said, if you can't afford really expensive products like Huda or Charlotte Tilbury or whatever, and you're looking for an alternative, I always feel like dupes are like great. I do find it very like cheeky that the brand obviously doesn't go into much effort and a lot of kind of thought into like making a new product, so they have to kind of take ideas from another brand and make it their own in an affordable way. But you know, that's a big debate for not for me, because I mean, I'm a consumer and I spend my money, absolutely. But for me, I just feel like if I could get the same effect for a quarter of the price, I would do it. As someone who is a part-time worker, a full-time mum, you know, money is not like, it's not coming as easy as it used to be. But anyway, yeah, was very intrigued about trying this, so I picked it up, and I think I got it for like £4 in the beauty outlet. So I know you can get it on the W7 website as well. W7 have also just come out with like a free like shade palette, which looks like the Hourglass Lights palette or whatever they're called. So I'm very intrigued to pick that up. I'll definitely pick that up and speak about it on my video. But yeah, you get 3 blushes and a kind of blush highlighter. I want to swatch this just to see what it's like. And I haven't tried the Huda one. That's nice. It's not like crazy pigmented, but it blends out okay. I've not tried the original Huda one. I'm sure it's very nice, but I really want to kind of go into these 2 shades. This one is not really a shade that I would go for a blush, just because it's too deep for me. But these 2 would probably work really well. So I'm just going to kind of go in between them and see what happens. I might tap off any excess. Oh, okay, that's very peachy, which is fine. I'm just going to keep blending it. I'm not going to add any more because I do that a lot, and we're not going to do that today. It's quite strange as well. I haven't purchased a new highlighter in a while, just because there really hasn't been much that I have wanted to try. The last one that I picked up was by Makeup Revolution, and that one was like £3, so that was like super affordable. And when it comes to like any other kind of high-end stuff, I haven't really seen anything that kind of draws to me, which I guess is totally fine because I don't need any more makeup. I really don't. Like, I might have to do a declutter soon because everything is just getting out of like the drawers that I have, and I really can't go over what I have. So I need to sit down and do another declutter, and I will definitely film it because I know declutters are popular, and on my channel they do quite well-ish for my views than anything else. So I will definitely film that. But that's really nice. It's really nice and glowy. Again, I mixed in 2 shades, so it's not like I did just 1 shade, but you could definitely see a really nice glow. It's not crazy pigmented. You can build it up a bit, and for £4 or like £4.50 is quite good. I'm tempted to go in with that kind of pinkier tone. I might just add a little bit to see if it will do. Oh, okay, yeah, that's done the job. Just adding a tiny bit. So this can work as like a third blush slash highlighter as well. It's very glowy. I guess when I swatched it, it probably wasn't as crazy pigmented, but it's still nice. So let's go on to eyes. So I recently did an order with Shein slash Sheglam, and I never purchased too much just because I just want to get like a handful of things, and I really enjoy their makeup. So I picked up um, two makeup bits, and I picked up some hairbands as well because I've been in like a hairband mood when it comes to like the summertime. But the first thing that I have is an eyeshadow palette. So this is their Daydreamer mini palette. So these are like their bouncy texture eyeshadow palettes. Now I don't do any of the squidgy majiggy things. Like with Revolution, they've just come out with their bouncy eyeshadow palettes and blushes and stuff. I don't like doing that. But yeah, this is what the palette looks like. Nice and tiny. I think I got this for like £4 or 4.50, and they've always got like a little sale on. They've got this little bit of plastic that I'm just going to take off because we don't need it. We've got a little mirror, which is very handy. I'm just going to do a really nice quick look because there's only 4 shades in here. So you get a brown, a deep, well, you'd only see my face twice, a brown, a deep brown, a kind of purple, and a like shimmer. So let's start off with that brown, and let's see if this is pigmented at all. And they did have a few different versions, but this is the one that kind of took my eye more than anything else because it's just a really nice simple palette, and I haven't really picked up anything extravagant when it comes to like eyeshadow palettes recently. I think the only other one that I got was by the Troublemaker Daydream palette, which I got part of a bundle. I did recently do a full face of Troublemaker. They had some really nice products on there. Before that was like another Makeup Revolution one. But yeah, I haven't really seen anything that I'm just kind of like, wow, I really love that palette. I really want to get it. But Cosmic Brushes, I don't know if this video will be up by the time, because I'm going to buy it, the Cosmic Brushes one. I might have already got it and maybe uploaded a video by the time this one comes out, because when I'm filming this I do have one more video to upload, and the Cosmic Brushes one is coming out in like 2 days, and I'm going to pick it up. I think it's like the sunset palette or something. It is absolutely stunning. But if you have seen it and you're here now, then hello from like the future. I don't think anything has changed. Let's go into this brown shade. We're just going to kind of mute this out and just, you know, go onto the side. These are very soft, like they are putty like eyeshadows, but again, I'm not going to put my finger in it just because I hate stuff like that. It really just gives me the ick to put my finger in products that I really don't need to, especially to like misshape it. But yeah, I'm just weird like that. But anyway, so far this is doing quite nicely. It's really easy to blend out. It's pretty lightly pigmented, so it's not like crazy pigmented, which I expected, but you know, it's still pretty cute, and it's a good travel palette, or you know, like just something really simple that's not gonna like break your bank, I guess. So let's try and use all of the shades because again there's only 4 shades. Let's go into, yeah, we'll go on with this one and then we'll end with that on like the inner corner. So let's go on with this one. That's really nice. I put like a tiny amount. Oh, it's pigmented. Actually, let's just use my finger. I'm not gonna move things about too much. Oh, that's nice. I've never really had any issues with like Sheglam makeup, and there's been 1 or 2 things that have not worked for me, and that's just normal when it comes to makeup because again, when you think about it, they are a really big brand and their stuff is super affordable and they're always on sale. And you know, a lot of things behind Sheglam as well and Sheen, which I totally respect and everything. I'm just going to go with the last shade. But their makeup is still pretty decent. In the beginning, I was very hesitant. I was like, this is going to give me eye infections. This is going to be like a complete rip-off and stuff. But I've not really had any issues when it comes to their makeup. And again, if you want something quite soft, because I think a lot of places now are doing very like Korean-esque type makeup, so it's not crazy pigmented, it's very light, it's very to the point. which, you know, during the summertime a lot of people can like, or just in general like, and I'm very like, I like to have pigment, I like to show off like the colors and stuff, but sometimes this is nice. I mean, it's a really simple eye look and I do like it a lot. Yeah, so let's end on the lips now. So I have two different products, obviously. The first thing that I have is by Fui. So I did like a TikTok recently where I used one of the kind of double lip products, and now this is another product that I got. So this is their lip stain, I believe it is, their lip contour stain, the Lock and Line, and I have the shade MVP, and I'm super excited to try this. I have not really tried a lot by Fui. I've tried their blushes, which are absolutely stunning. So I'm very excited to try this. This is like a Sharpie type thing. I'm going to be super careful because it's a stain, and if I go wrong, it will just stain my lips, hence the word. But yeah, let me just be really careful with this. So let's give this a try. Okay, that's really pigmented. Like, I mean, for a lip stain, it glides on really nicely. It's kind of like this nice kind of like cold feel to it, if that makes sense, like a cooling effect. So let's end on a kind of lipstick. So this is very much like a dupe. So this is by Sheglam as well, and this is their marshmallow pen, no, marshmallow puff lip blur pen. So this is very identical to the Refi lipstick, which I have been enjoying a lot recently. So what these are, you get this little applicator, you get the metal kind of ball that moves along, and then it's like a little clicker. So I'm just gonna bring this up. This is in the shade Berry Mousse, and let's see how long it takes for the shade to come out. Hopefully not too long, because we don't want to be here all day. Oh, there we go. You know, you feel like a bit of a tension, that's when it means that the product is coming out. So I'm still clicking. I can see some of it. I'm still going. I just don't want to go. Oh, there we go. So yeah, some of it has come out. Let's get this on. So let's see how it feels. Ooh. It's very handy that the shades are very similar, because it was not my intention to try these together, because I bought them at different times and I had just picked this up and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to try this today. But the shades are very, very similar. So this is my finished look. You know what? Everything so far is fine, is great. The only thing I'm a bit like, well, I'm not let down by it because it was £2, but the concealer is too orange. I mean, it's not the shade Vanilla, to be honest. Like, it's kind of blended into my eyes okay. It is definitely too yellow, and it's shade number 2. So if I'd seen number 1, I would have picked that up, and obviously that would have been a bit more better for a shade for me. The microscopic pen is fine. I mean, it hasn't done much. I will definitely give it another go. Not maybe when I've got more spots, because I hope I don't get any more spots so soon. That'd be horrible. But I mean, if I have anything that I need to spot conceal, I'll definitely give it a go. And the blushes are nice. The tint I talk about all the time anyway. The eyeshadow is nice. Lip products, both great. So far, I think we have like a winner across the board on majority of things. But yeah, let me know what you guys have been enjoying recently. What have you picked up? And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there, and appreciate you sitting down listening to me ramble on. I hope to see you soon. Bye.